welcome to a very special SBR BTCC event, and it's round 7, 8 and 9 of the series, and well, joining us for tonight, I'm sure you've all heard and seen on SBR on the Facebook page, is the one and only touring car superstar, that is Jake Hill. So Jake Hill joins us for these races, announced a couple of weeks ago. Announced a week ago, but we knew for some time, and really excited for this. We've actually raced him already in a GT3 race earlier in the week, which you can catch on our channel. But Jake will drive the Ford Mustang along with Chris Clements. They've changed livery as well for this special event, and there's the cars there, designed by Ashley Sharp as always, and looking sharp. So yep, Jake number 24 and Chris's usual number, which has escaped my memory. So sorry these videos are late as well because I've been away, but we'll get straight into it. And it looks like it's going to be a Subaru on pole, and it's Nathan ahead of Jake on his debut, so great start for him. Third for Adam, fourth for Ben, the other championship contender, fifth for Lewis, sixth for Liam, seventh for Sean, the championship contender, eighth for Ashley, ninth for Will, who's filling in for Kevin, 10th for Chris, damn you, Rob is 11th, 12th for Nick, 13th is Leon, 14th Jeff on his return after some truck issues last week. And also of note is the Hyundai team have changed to the Car Lube sponsored livery that would be on the Mercedes this 2020 BTC season, and we're away, and already a good start there for Lewis, I could see. But it looks like Nathan's got the lead, Jake's covering Ben, and he's got that position. So Jake Hill into second place, then it's Ben, and as they all flash through, the two Car Lube Hyundais, I'm going to have fun with that, are behind the Subaru. And Jake just taking the lead, in fact, off Nathan, so straight, not messing around. The touring car stars through, and there's BMW sideways in the background, but manages to hold it. It looked like it could have been Nick, and it's the two VXR cars at the back, the Lexus cars. Jake leads out, defending from Nathan. Nathan trying to go around the outside. Brakes going on the Mustang, but he maintains the lead, and everyone seems to have funneled through the first couple of corners okay, so that's quite surprising in itself. It's going to be Brian at the back, I think. Oh, but Nathan's now taking the lead off Jake. He's gone around the outside. Jake fights back and keeps the lead. And, well, welcome to SBR BTCC, Jake. Well, maintains position from Nathan, but now Nathan's got to switch back, and he will take the lead. Ben's also looking, but not quite pulling that off. And Lewis, with his car loop, is trying to squeeze through a gap. I'll leave it. That's the last joke. I'm sorry. I'll leave it. Jake, though, down the inside again of Nathan, and it looks like he's going to retake the lead again using the power of the Mustang, which we've mentioned many times before. Adam's in a dangerous place, but Ben's gone off out in third place, but seems to have just about kept his speed going on the straight to maintain that position. Liam looking around the back in sixth as well. So the two Hyundais look like slippery customers today with their new sponsor. So Jake Hill leads the 24 car ahead of the 44 car of Nathan through this treacherous chicane with the sausage curbs. Nathan taking a few more risks there than Jake, and Ben third, as we've mentioned, and a bit of battling here. And there's the other trade price car of Chris as well, well up. Nathan thinking about the inside at the hairpin, but didn't want to risk anything. Jake taking a bit of the curb and a bit more, and Ben seems to have learnt that one from Jake. He's doing exactly the same thing. The two works BMWs together, and Leon looks like he's had a spin coming out the hairpin, and he will drop all those positions. Leon, who's actually sober this week, and we've double checked, we even took a urine sample, and he is definitely sober this week, which is, I mean, well, testament to the man. I mean, didn't think it was possible. I didn't think he was ever sober. Oh, and there's two hard charges, Adam and Lewis banging into each other, and that sent Lewis to, well, last week's race, and down in the fifth place. Adam progresses up to fourth. Hard race in that. Nathan's not letting this go though. He's hanging onto the back of Jake, and he's probably just sat there for the minute and see if they can pull away. And Ben's there as well, still holding on to him. And that's Ash down the inside of Chris, and it looks like he's pulled a bit of a touring car move there. They contacted a bit more, but Ash has got no chance on the straight against that Mustang, unfortunately. and it is Brian bringing up the rear, so to speak, in the other Mazda. So like I say, it's Wills, who drove so well in the Nissan for the Toyota team last week, is now in the Mazda for Kevin. Kevin had to go and save the world and is missing from this race, so Will is in the number 8 Mazda this week. And you'll see him anytime soon. It'll flash through, and there is Will trying to take position off Jeff. Jeff returning as well after a bit of a fender bender in the last week that he had to avoid and got stuck in traffic, so didn't make the race. And it's Will down the inside, the Frenchman. Will take the position in the number 8 car. He'll use this race to learn the car because he's had pretty much no practice. It was a bit of a late decision. Meanwhile at the front, Jake, though, still just about hanging on from Nathan, the championship leader. Nathan's been practicing a lot this week to try and make it possible that he could race Jake, and I don't think he needed to practice too much because he is a fast driver anyway. Lewis, though, all over the back of Adam, a lap after being slapped sideways off the track, and Rob's off on a different line to everyone else. And like I say, Brian at the back, but he'll be hoping to score a point if he can. Nathan a bit deep there into the final 2 corners. And there's Ash still recovering from the incident with Chris a lap ago as well, but Brian dropping off the back quite badly now. Fastest lap of the race goes to Jake, but I'm sure Nathan matched that because he's just been sat in the slipstream. Flashing lights from the Mustang. Goes quite wide at the first corner but maintains the speed. Nathan, though, just sat there. You get the feeling he's just sat there quietly at the moment, just hoping these guys can pull a gap to the crazies behind. Ben is zooming up, and Jake's gone wide. He's gone over the curb and lost the back end of the Mustang. He's swung it around, and he's done that all by himself. He took the risk, went over the curb and lost the back of the car, and now he's dropped down to 5th place, maybe more. Here comes Liam. Liam, who is a super fan of Jake, by the way. And he has taken the positions up to 5th for Liam. 6th is going to be Jake, but around the outside comes Sean, the champion from last season. Can't get that done. So loses 5 positions, Jake, there with just a mistake basically. Went over the curb and lost it. So that's got us back to the status quo that we're all very used to, and that is the 1-2 for the Subarus at the moment. And can Ben beat Nathan? Nathan's been on fire in practice. I'm not sure Red 5's got an answer to him, but we'll keep an eye on it. Adam's drifting, and already Jake's trying to get past his super fan Liam. And Liam goes a bit wide and gives Jake all the space in the world. If that was me, you'd have me off. But anyway, Chris, meanwhile, in the other Mustangs, attacking and trying to attack the champion Sean, but no, won't get past there. Now he looked to get a good exit and try and use the power of the Mustang, and who's that wide? That looked like it was Jake. It was. Sean, though, in the slipstream of Liam. Can he get past the car? Try and squeeze past the car loop car. Oh, bit of contact. Sean will be looking to line him up along this straight, try and get a good exit there, but he hopped over the curb quite badly in the end. And so everyone else flashes through. Another nice little battle there with 3 cars. Looks like it was Jeff and Will and all that involved in that one. But Nathan with a slight gap to his teammate still, although Ben's still hanging on. Then it's Lewis, then Adam, then Liam, and then everybody. Jesus, Jake's must have made another mistake because now he's lost out to his teammate and Sean. So that must have been over that treacherous curb again on the back straight, and he has lost 2 more positions. Round the outside goes Chris, trying to take Sean. Gone a bit in too deep though, and Sean's now going to try and wipe his nose, and he's done it. Sean up to 6th place, so he's taken both Mustangs. And that's and now Jake straight back on his teammate, so I'm not sure he made that too hard, and Rob's into the side of the other Mustang at Chris, and that's brought Ashley into play. So Ashley's been quiet and now he's involved, so Ash doing a great job, even though he is the slowest driver on the grid, if you believe him. He's doing quite well in this one, 9th place, and he's now gone wide. He's 10th. He's got his L plates on again, so he's having a right self-conscious moment. And it's Andrew 15th and Brian again quite far back in 16th, but this is still going. The 2 Demon Tweaks cars are a bit like the first race at Blue Moon, really. They're pulling away from the field together and looking to probably fight it out in the last couple of laps. So Jake, having disposed of his teammate, is back on the heels of Sean. Sean just not really liking the track and not found a way with it. So in this place, if it's like that for you, then it will punish you. But these two have got a good gap now over the battle in Lewis and Adam. Then Liam in no man's land, but then it's now Jake past Sean using the power. No answer to that. Chris trying to get involved, but not. Sean sliding the back end of the BMW. That seems to be his issue, is a lack of traction out of the slow corners. And it's you don't see any of the other BMWs doing it, so maybe they're running a bit of traction control to stop that. Ben still in the wheel tracks of his teammate. Lewis with a little gap over Adam. And now Liam has got Jake for company again. And again at the same corner, it doesn't look like he's going to make that too hard, as we're on board now with Liam. And there is Jake Hill trying to come around the outside with the trade price car. Try saying that when you're drunk. And Jake indeed goes around the outside and takes the position again. Liam being very fair. Again, if that was me, I'd be off. And in the background, speaking of off, is Chris. But he's got the power to recover from that situation. So we're working lap 7 now for the leaders. Good battles all the way down through the field, and here's another one, and that is Leon, who's going to try and get past Will. Sacre from Will as that happens. Although he's still hanging on around the outside and won't give it up. He'll hope to hang around the outside again and keep the inside for the next corner if he can't. And Jeff's there as well. Ooh, sideways from Leon, but he controls it well. And again, the Lexus pretty good on the straight, although that Mazda did surprise a few people at Blue Moon Bay. Here's the leaders then. Nathan leads from Ben still, and it's still about the same gap, although Adam has now caught Lewis, so Lewis might have made a small error. And it's 5th for Jake, 6th for Liam, 7th for Sean, 8th for Chris. A bit of door handle banging a bit further back in 12th and 13th. And that is Will, with now Nick attacking him. So Will's having right good fun in this race, and Jeff's gone off, and that looks like a disconnect to me, and it is. No movement from the car, so Jeff is unfortunately disconnected from the race, and feel sorry for him. He's not having the best of seasons with luck, and it's not even luck on track really, it's internet and road hazards. Jake though leaving this pack behind him already, and he's going after the guys in 3rd and 4th. Jake up to 5th after that earlier couple errors. Adam all over the back of his friend, loosely termed friends because they're normally knocking 10 balls out of each other. And it looks like Nathan just starting to edge away from his teammate now. It's still Lewis in 3rd, Adam 4th, Jake in 5th. Ooh, hops over the curb badly. 6th for Liam, 7th is Sean, as we've mentioned, and then 8th is Chris, followed by Rob. Ooh, Liam though with a good run down that back straight, so he must have had a good exit. Ooh, Chris comes in from nowhere. It looks like he slammed into Sean. Sean will not be happy with that and still has traction issues. And he wipes the front of the Mustang. Yep, you can tell he wasn't pleased with that. Chris looked like he come from a long way back, could just see it in the background. And Jake though trying to drag away with Liam and try and get after these two, but there's only a couple laps left, so they're going to have to hurry up. But if these two get into battle like this, it's going to end in tears, or they're just going to hold each other up, because they will not give each other an inch. As you can see, the Hyundai's probably got the legs on the straight, but that Toyota is very nimble through the corners and way better on the brakes, as you can see. Adam trying to get down the inside, and he may get that done now on the second exit, but then if the Hyundai's anywhere near, it will get him on the straight, and it has. So you'll have to see Adam drop in behind, and he does. And now look, Nathan's got a big lead. Mistake from Ben, we're hearing halfway through the course there. It's given Nathan a big lead now, and one he probably won't lose, as Sean now battling with the other Mustang. And his car's flashed through at the end of the straight. But, well, Jake nearly onto the back of Adam, you can see. And Liam not that far back either, and Sean a bit offline through the chicane, and that's going to allow Chris through. And there's no coming back from there against the Mustang. See what happens down at the hairpin then. Looks like Chris has got that done. I think Sean will look for a cutback, but we know he's not that good out the hairpin. He's got the race winner from Blue Moon Bay, Rob, just behind him. Lewis though still maintaining third, ahead of Adam in fourth, Jake in fifth. But Jake is closing all the time, and Sean's not giving up on Chris. He could look down the inside here, but that's risky, and he doesn't take that risk. Looking for an inside line through here, and if he can pull it tighter than the Mustang, I'm sure he can. But now onto another straight, and that'll be game over. So these two have done exactly what I said they would. They're too busy fighting each other, and they've not noticed that Jake Hill has actually closed in on them. And Jake will take Adam on the exit there, surely. Adam, yep, can answer that, and now Jake's got a nice run on Lewis as well. So he's taken two for the price of one. So he's in for a bargain, that boy. And he's got them both. So up to third for Jake, and a good recovery after his earlier travails. But Lewis is not giving up though. Lewis down the inside. He's got a good exit out of the first corner, and he takes the position back. So Jake now working the angles, trying to get a good run on this back straight. But Lewis has forced him out a little bit. Now it's Horsepower City, and the Mustang will always win that, and Adam's actually got the best run out of all of them. Takes Lewis, and Lewis loses two positions. Down into the hairpin, this looks a bit dodgy. Ooh, so Jake maintains it, and then he's got Adam there just behind. Sean's lost another position, this time to Rob. So Sean's championship's about to go up and smoke. Leon feints a move down the inside of Will. Will covers it anyway. And Andrew and Brian at the back, which they have been for most of the season, to be fair. On this last lap, Nathan's going to win, there's no doubt about that. Ben will be second, again there's no doubt about that, but third is not over, although Jake has the advantage of power on these last two straights. I'm sure that will be enough for him. But here we are, Nathan's going to win again, and that's going to further and improve his championship lead. It was 9 points before this race, it'll be 12 after. So Nathan wins, Ben's second, it's flashing lights, so he's not too upset with that. Third will be Jake, fourth will be Adam, fifth will be Lewis, sixth is looking like it's going to be Liam, seventh is Chris, then it's Sean. So what happened to Rob? Rob has dropped back, so he must have had a half spin or something. 11th for Will, 12th for Leon, not bad from Leon, 13th from Nick, and then 14th for Andrew if they can get through these last corner, and they do, although Andrew's gone very wide. And then 15th and last will be Brian in the Master. There he is. So another quality race there, and we'll go through the results just to confirm. Brian crosses the line, and it was Nathan from Ben, Jake, Adam, Lewis, Liam, Chris, Sean, Ash, Rob. Then it was Will, the guy that filled in for Kevin, who's saving the world. Then Leon, fastest lap to Ben. And then it was Nick, Andrew, Brian, and then obviously Jeff disconnected. So that was race 7 of season 4. And we're back for race 2, which is the finishing order of that race. So Nathan will be on pole and a Subaru front row.